the Unleashing Leaders, that seed grew out, early when I was back in high school, and I just saw that I started being exposed to these great thinkers and these great motivational writers, Tony Robbins, Stephen Covey, Zig Ziglar, and being able to see that there were models, there were methods of being able to interact more effectively with other people was super exciting. And at the same time, I saw some of the challenges that were going on and evolving with our world in terms of, the continued destabilization of the economy and challenges with the environment and needs to, evolutionize education and healthcare and everything that was going on. And I just saw here are these tools and here are these needs. How can we find a way to be able to bridge those and have more people who are more effective at being leaders and not being overwhelmed by these challenges? And so that was kind of the seed of it. And then over the years, as I followed my circuitous career progression, as everybody does these days, eventually it just kind of converged on, hey, this is a valuable need in our communities, and this is a high leverage opportunity where we can do a little bit of effort to a broad group of people and to truly transform communities.
And how did you come up with the name Unleashing Leaders?
That was an interesting kind of experience for me. It started with what I didn't want it to be named. So when I looked at kind of other organizations that were doing this type of work, they were all named after the founder. Mm-hmm. And while that was great, and I would love to be a fraction of any of those businesses, the reality for me was that it didn't jive with my integrity, being that I was focusing on leadership, and one of the key tenets of leadership is that you not making it about you. And so I couldn't have a business that was about developing leaders that was about me. So I knew I was not going to go with anything that had my name in it. So then it was a matter of, okay, well, we preach, be customer focused and mission driven. So who's our customer? And it wasn't an industry, we didn't care whether it was healthcare, government, technology. What we cared about was that they were the willing, people who were willing to be better leaders. So that was our target customer. Mm-hmm. And then the question was, what's the right qualifier that would describe the mission, that would summarize it in one word? And I was looking for, is it strategy, is it teamwork, is it, passion, is it service? I was trying to find the word that would describe that. And I stumbled across the word unleash in my search. It actually was when I was watching the movie Gladiator, and there's an opening scene there where he says unleash something. And I love the power and the conviction that was associated with that. The downside was an anti-goal, right? And we try to say, don't run from something, run to something. So I got the domain, set it aside, tried other things, but I kept coming back to it to say, really, if you ask 5 whys or 15 whys or 50 whys in any challenge that any leader is facing, what was the root cause that led to either transformation or a breakdown? And in every single case, 100% of the time, it was a choice that leader was making. And so to me, it wasn't so much about putting stuff in as it was removing the barriers that kept leaders from being effective. And when I hit that, it was like, okay, we've got clearance tower launch with Unleashing Leaders.